watch this short film.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Peter de Waal.
Dear friends, dear comrades, dear heroes, all of you are heroes in some way. I just want to share a few words with you. I would like to pay my respects to our community elders, and in particular to Christabel Pole and John Ware, the 1970 founders of the modern Australian homosexual rights movement. They formed a group called CAMP, C-A-M-P, which was very current in the 70s, often used as a derogatory word. Otherwise, I'm very camp, I'm proud. So it was the campaign against moral persecution. It was formed almost 50 years ago. And we started as camp with about 80 or 100 people. And look at our community today. I want to thank everyone for this extraordinary award, which I also would like to accept on behalf of my beloved Bon. He was my life partner, and also together we were liberation warriors for over 50 years. So Peter Bonsall-Boone, more commonly called Bon, and I became a couple in 1966, and you saw a slide of our first outing as a couple. And so in 1966, when our community lived under conditions somewhat similar to those experienced during the Dark Ages. And I'll tell you about a few. We had fear to be ourselves. We had fear to come out for what we are. There was heteronormativity. There was secrecy all over the place. Criminality of male-to-male sex. And in fact, Bon and I could have been arrested. The police could have busted into our house if they suspected we were having sex together. Homosexuality at the time was part of the part of the psychiatric diagnostic and statistical manual. In other words, homosexuality could and would be classified as an insanity or a mental illness. We suffered, not personally, but aversion therapy for homosexuals, for male homosexuals in particular, was a very regularly used treatment to try and convert people like myself and other wonderful people. So we had a community ignorance and hostility at the time. And I just want to draw your attention to the fact why I enjoy so much walking as a 78er in the Mardi Gras parade. The very first parade in 1978 in Oxford Street, there was no community welcoming us. There was no community cheering us on. There was hostility in general. Today, or tomorrow I should say, when I walk up Oxford Street in front of the 78ers bus, I love to get in touch with the community that's standing around. But it's made me realize that in the early days the community was not with us, the general community. But today we have the community on site, and that is just wonderful. So despite all these potential harmful, adverse and unfavourable conditions, Bon and I became foundation members of camp in 1970. Today would have been my father's 115th birthday. So Dad, if you're looking down, having received the Lifetime Achievement Award tonight, I do hope that you can now become reconciled about my sexuality. Despite your inability to do so when I was younger, however, you did imbue me with an enduring vision that the world can become a better place. Simple words, but complex to implement. Thank you, Dad, for that vision, which Bon and I have applied to the best of our ability with our community for almost 50 years. Recently, we have won a major victory, marriage equality, and what a welcome thing it was. But as an elder of our community, I need to tell you that there are more issues facing our community today. And I think the most urgent one is the so-called religious freedom demands postponed during the federal parliamentary marriage equality debates. They will resurface very soon again. We as a community need to mobilize to fight these proposed regressive measures. The marriage equality postal survey results revealed to me that our comrades in Western Sydney pockets are struggling with issues that Bon, I, and our community encountered at least 40 years ago. So we need to reach out to them and try and lift them from their oppression, their suffering. Within our community, we have transgender and intersex people who have distinct health and human rights issues. We need to work together with them to change that. We need to lend our voices and action to our innocent refugee sisters and brothers who are held in detention centres and they're treated like criminals at Manus Island and Nauru and other places. The federal government needs to be lobbied by becoming proactive about persecutions committed against our tribe in a large number of overseas countries. Finally, the discrimination blight, which is still around, can be eradicated, but only by working together. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Peter de Waal, and I'm sure you can all join me in agreeing that your dad and Bon are shining down on you right now, Peter. Thank you for being the incredible human that you are. Can we ask all of tonight's winners to come up and join Peter on stage? All the winners out there in the crowd, come up on stage, please, and join.